Hi, it's Vicky here. Today is my third and last post as a guest designer over at the Neat and Tangled blog. So today I'll be making a card using this stamp set. I have already used this in my last card that I designed for the Neat and Tangled, but today I decided to give it a little different approach and create a sweet and romantic card. So I'm using this Eco Park paper pad. And I've chosen these two 6x6 papers, a solid pink one and another one with tiny little flowers. I'm inking up my stamp using Versamark ink, and I'll white emboss it on my solid pink pattern paper. I'll be creating a standard card that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this pattern paper will cover up the whole card front. And now I'm using my glue glider and I'll stick this on top of my card. If I was thinking forward before white embossing the sentiment on the pink pattern paper, I should have trimmed down the paper first. But anyway, I didn't have the design on my mind at that time. So now I'm just making sure that I'm going to trim it down so that the sentiment is centered. Now the width is 4 1/4, and I'll be using this curved die, which is an exclusive die by Simon Says Stamp, and I'll just secure it at the bottom and cut it out. As you can see, I'm using the grid on my craft mat just to make sure that I won't have a wonky curve at the bottom. Now this is ready and I'll go ahead and stick it on top, but first I decided to add another layer out of vellum. So I'll be doing exactly the same thing, securing the curved die at the bottom of the vellum, and I'll just pass it through my cattle bag. Now my layer is ready and I can go ahead and start assembling my card. I'll be using my glue glider at the top of my panel, but I have decided to use foam squares at the curved edge, and that's how I'm going to introduce some dimension on my card. Now I am going to stick this panel on top of the vellum, and then I'll layer them both on top of my card front. And you can see now how I have all this dimension between all the layers on my card. Now I'll go ahead and use these Prima flowers. I'm just trying to decide how many I'm going to use. I'll go for 3 of them, and I'll use glue dots to secure them on my card. To add more interest on my card, I've used this die and cut out the leaves, which I'm going to stick them just below the flowers. And as I'm doing that, just to remind you that you can always find a detailed list of supplies just below the video on my YouTube channel or on my blog. And once I'm done with the leaves, I'll use my white gel pen and add some faux stitching all around the card. And if you find that your gel pen doesn't work, use your finger or another scrap piece of paper to start it out. So now I'm ready to go. I'll go around the edges of my pink solid paper. I like to make small dashed lines as well as keep them very close to the edge of the paper. So now that everything is ready, I'll add the finishing touch. Just because I have these curves at the bottom, I'm going to finish off the card by using my corner chomper and create some curved edges at the bottom as well. So that's the card for today. I hope you had fun and got inspired. And if you did, don't forget to give me thumbs up as well as subscribe on my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching.